Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand. Those Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of the right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Muy buenas a todos, ¿qué tal estáis? Bueno, no me la voz porque como estoy resfriando. Vamos a empezar otro nuevo capítulo aquí en Juarez Gunslinger. Recordando el capítulo anterior que era contra los apaches, el lobo gris, que era difícil.
It was early morning.
Y bueno, vamos a ver.
One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd
Vamos a ver
take
aquí
one.
qué tal.
You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob two banks at the same time. Two banks on the same damn street.
Bueno, vamos a ir para allá.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always writing him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right, it's always the woman's fault.
Tómate.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right
Entro
off.
en el banco.
Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown.
A ver, vamos a ver. Vamos a coger este para tener. Bueno, sí. Ay, joder, pasa. ¡Ey! ¡La que habías muerto!
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very
¿Ah,
differently.
sí? Joder. Ya decía yo que era muy rápido.
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months. Now they finally got
Joder.
to rights. But those boys had a reputation as stone-cold killers, so the marshals took every precaution, knowing they wouldn't go easy. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker.
Dios, ¿qué me está dando más?
This man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. They met an adversary that day who had no fear and offered them no quarter. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta witness something.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals.
¡Ay! La escalera. Vale, ve a la parte
One of the
trasera
marshals
del
shouted,
banco.
"Where are you going?
Ya.
Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind.
Ah, yo soy un
He saw a
machete.
way to get around to the back of the bank. Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting. From above. Fortunately, a water tower was right there. A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did.
Sube, muchacho.
It was brave men like him who risked their lives to tame this wild country.
Salta, salta. Ay. Ay. Joder. Pero ¿cómo te puedes hacer daño ahí, madre mía?
We've got company.
Heroic men like him, who did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free. Like Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
¡Ah! No te lo he visto. ¡Mierda! ¡Ah! ¡Ostras!
Well, that's a first.
Toma, joder.
Get out here! You just
¡Agua! Cabrón, me has hecho daño. A ver aquí qué hay. Se han llevado toda la pasta. Ahora que voy a por vosotros.
over there!
¡Ah! Pero tío, ¿cómo me pillan desprevenida? Joder.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious, taking down those thieving Daltons.
Show yourself, coward!
Ostras, que escondido que estaba, cabrón. Pero,
Mano a mano, amigo!
¿por dónde va? Uf.
What the heck just happened? You can't hide forever!
Joder, macho. Ahora voy a por ello. Un poco de munición por aquí. No tienen nada. Bueno. Ay, Dios. Vamos a ver.
His name was Silas Greaves, and when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sí.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it happened.
Bueno, pues nada. La tercera va la vencida, creo yo, ¿no?
It was early evening, not high noon. I was late to the party, and Coffeyville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe, and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
El El líder, el amante y el perdedor. Los hermanos Dalton.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless. And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. They still had friends in Coffeeville.
You gonna need it, damn it.
Hostia, me dispara. ¿Tú de dónde has salido? Míralo. No os vayáis.
Hey, we got a seguirme. Put some holes in them.
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild
Wow,
dogs,
tío.
tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions. I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose
¿Y
them.
este? Ah.
Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
We gotta get
Did
out
the
of
Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeeville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Mira, ay, 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 ay. ¿Dónde estás? Joder, ¿dónde están? ¡Ah! Pero tío. Oh. Que no lo veía. ¿Dónde estáis? Bueno, tampoca munición tengo yo ahí.
Come on, we gotta get out of here. Think they know who we are. But how damn was this? I'm ending you. He can't stand against the law.
Mierda, más sitio, más sitio, más sitio, más sitio, más sitio, más sitio, más sitio. ¡Corre! ¡Corre! Mierda, me dio, joder. Qué mal sitio me he puesto, macho. Madre mía, ¿para qué me pongo ahí? Tonta.
Come on, we gotta get out of here. Think they know who we are. Hey, stupid, how damn was this?
Joder, pero tío. Que no veo nada con la planta. Vale. ¿Ya está? Esta casa me suena un poco. De la otra vez con el vídeo. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? Abajo. ¿Dónde tengo que ir? ¿Y? Pues si he acabado con todos ellos. No entiendo. Estoy perdida. Si me marca aquí. Métela por aquí a ver. ¡Ey! ¿Esto dónde ha salido? Pero es que quedan más. Madre mía, qué locura.
Show yourself. It's you. The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together. They set a trap to slow me down and allow at least two of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to plant me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
¡Ah! ¡Quédate ahí! ¿Ya? Joder. Oye, no me fastidies. No me gusta así por si va a ser otra emboscada.
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he decided to stand his ground and face me down.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers, and I understood how he felt. Taking me on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Stepchild.
¿Dónde está? ¡Joder! ¡Ah! ¿Pero cómo voy a esquivar eso? ¿Cómo voy a esquivar yo eso, por favor?
I'm gonna cut you in half. It's hog killing time.
¡Mierda! ¡Mierda, mierda, mierda, mierda! ¿Pero cómo esquivo yo eso? ¡Madre! Uf. Pero si le estoy dando, tío, no me fastidies, hombre. Ahora sí. Ah, mierda, tío. Ostras. Joder. Pero tío. Pero si le estoy dando, hombre, no me jodas. Uah, joder.
Gonna send you to the bone orchard.
No.
I'll blow your damn head clean off.
Muere, cabrón. Joder.
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put
Yo que sé
all
cuánto
those
le
damn
dejaron.
holes in?
Madonna.
But I have to admit,
¡Wow, tío! O sea,
that boy had grit.
me ha costado un poquito, la verdad, este. Un poquito, porque, joder, con los perdigones me dirás. Bueno, chicos, espero que os haya gustado este capítulo, ¿vale? Creo que... me imagino que los demás será por el resto de los hermanos, porque este era uno de ellos, son 3. Así que nada, pues lo dicho, like si os gusta el vídeo, comentarme abajo y nos veremos en el próximo capítulo a ver si nos encontramos al otro hermano de los hermanos Dalton. Un saludo a todos y chao.